and Devaki at Weave Thousand Flavors. The heart of a kitchen is not in its pots and pans and fancy appliances. The heart of a kitchen is in its produce. Fresh, local and seasonal produce that's available in markets just like this all over the country. And I'm here today to pick up something really special. Summer blackberries. When I was 11 years old, my parents took me to London, and much to their chagrin, all I can remember of the trip is whizzing past Buckingham Palace and scones of the Savoy. So marvelous and airy were these that I never forgot them, and I've been making them in my home kitchen ever since. So join me today while we make some fabulous blackberry and lemon scones. We need a food processor to do this, and in it I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup plus an 1/8 cup of unsalted softened butter, a 1/4 cup plus a tablespoon of sugar, and 3½ teaspoons of baking powder. We're going to pulse this till it's soft as breadcrumbs. We've now transferred our dough that resembles breadcrumbs into a mixing bowl. We really do need to do this step by hand. To this we've added a 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of heavy cream, the zest of 2 lemons with no pith, and 2 beaten eggs. We're now ready for our fabulous fresh blackberries. A word of caution about the blackberries: they do need to be firm and ripe and not squishy and old, or it will taint the dough and make it quite unsightly. We're now ready to start mixing our dough, and this is a really critical step, and we really ought to curb our enthusiasm, because nothing makes more awful scones than over mixing the dough. We now have our dough that's just combined, and I have a baking tray lined with parchment paper. We're going to make these as drop scones because they're fast, easy and taste just as great. To do this, we pull out a piece of dough and we squish them till they're 2½ inches round and 1/2 inch thick. Our scones are now ready for an egg wash, which we apply liberally using a pastry brush. We then set these aside for 15 minutes, after which they'll be ready for the oven. This is an important step to have them set aside, because otherwise when you remove them from the oven, you'll end up with pancakes and not scones. The oven is preheated at 425, and these will bake for 15 minutes to a blush golden brown. Beautifully baked scones, delicious. A classic example of when fresh, local and seasonal produce meets world flavors. My food is inspired by the cultures I've lived in, and it's this diversity with honest ingredients that I'd like to share with you, thanks to Food Network. Until next time, Weave Thousand Flavors.